Yeah.
Could you take us through the day that you found out that you had won this contest and then the weeks after that?
That's a long story. Margaret has heard this so many times, and so has Brenda. But when I first decided that I really had to write a book, it was just something I desperately needed to do. I did not want to die before I had tried to write a book. It took me about 3 years to write a manuscript that I could send off, and I wasn't quite through with it yet. And I was at Carolina Crime Writers, which is an organization that we belong to in the Triangle, and I had as yet not said a word, I don't think. Not spoken to anybody, or I was shy in those days. But one of the members of Carolina Crime Writers had the information for the contest and handed it out. That there's some discussion about who told me first, and I'm not taking sides. I think it was B. Weddington who told me, but someone else claims to have told me. And I thought, oh, if I enter this contest, I have to finish the book, because I can't enter it without finishing. So this was all I was thinking about, was trying to finish this thing that I had worked on for 3 years. So I did finish it, I sent it off, and I did not win. And I didn't even make the cut. The top 10 manuscripts were sent to the editor of St. Martin's Press. But when I got the letter back from the woman who read my book, after I got to the end of it, I thought, there's not that much wrong with this. So I rewrote the whole thing again. This is an exercise in pure stubbornness. So that's 4 years. I re-entered it, and I sent it off, and I said to myself, I'm going to win this time. And I didn't tell anybody that. I didn't say that to anybody. But in about, I guess it would have been March, I got home on a Friday, and there was a message on my answering machine from Ruth Cavan, who's the legendary editor at St. Martin's and is still my editor to this day, at the age of 88, working away every day. And she said, I'm Ruth Cavan, and I didn't even know who was going to judge it. At St. Martin's Press, can you please call me? Well, I just had a fit, because it was 4 o'clock on Friday. And what I knew about New York publishing was that editors always leave early on Friday to go to the Hamptons. Now, most editors I know in New York do not have a place at the Hamptons, but at the time I thought they all did. So I thought, I'm going to call back, and she's not going to be there, and it's going to be Monday before I get a hold of her. But I did call her back, and she was there, and she said, you won. So she said, you need to come to the Malice Domestic Conference, and we'll pay your hotel and all this, which is the last time they've ever paid any hotel for me. And no, they paid a couple more times, I guess. And I hung up and started to scream. I just screamed, and my children screamed, and I called Steve, and he screamed. I called everybody I knew, and they all screamed. And it was quite a generous contract for the first mystery novel. It really was. So then I came to Carolina Crime Writers, and a lot of people knew I had entered, and they knew I had made the short list. And someone said, you know, Sarah, you made the short list. And I said, well, actually, I won. I just heard on Friday. And Nancy said, would you like to have your launch party here? God bless you. So I did, and the rest is history. But, you know, it was great, because for most of my life, a lot of my life, I had been doing work that I didn't really feel totally comfortable in. You know, I didn't feel like it was me, really. I felt like I was playing a part a lot of the time. But as a writer, I feel very comfortable doing that, and I feel more like I'm being myself and doing what I was supposed to do since then. It's a long answer, wasn't it? Yeah.